agenda where it's at, bitch.
Welcome to episode of the West Comics. My name is Frank. The hot dog corn dog Paul is here.
I have high hopes for this episode.
High hopes.
What it do, baby?
What it do, baby? That is what I usually
Oh my
say.
word. There's Paul. There's Sonny. There's Frank.
What?
You know what's up. All right. Uncle Nephew Shane is here.
Yeah, baby.
It's okay if you don't turn his mic on tonight. Oh, no, I'm just saying.
Good morning.
Uncle Nephew Shane is here. Brother Marcus is here. Brother Marcus got out work a little early. Came over here.
I know. Look at him here.
I did.
Look at him be here.
It was getting kind of cutting it close a little bit. I was like, oh, is she going to approve it?
And she did.
She did.
You got to explain to me how the whole thing works. It was like, I said they approve you getting out early on the day of.
Yeah, no, what it is you have to put in a request to use annual. So anytime I leave early, because I work a 10-hour shift. So anytime, so I didn't realize I was going to actually do this. So I was like, okay, let me just put it in hopes that it happens. And it did. So, but usually if it's, something we schedule ahead of time, the earlier I get it in, the more likely I can get it approved. But when it's like on the day of, then it's kind of like, needs of the
Thank you for attending your DMV professional development.
Yes, there you go.
Well, we're all thankful that you got it in.
Yeah.
Over there in the lounge, local talent, sex symbol, artist extraordinaire.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to the show, Mr. James Stone.
Yay!
Thank you. Sex symbol first.
Oh, man.
James, this weekend is the Old School Comic Con. It's going to be taking place at the Rainbow Library on Sunday. You're the featured talent. Can I call you talent?
Sex symbol first, but talent is also acceptable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But this weekend, you'll be the featured talent. As far as the local scene here in Las Vegas, do you talk to a lot of the other local artists and creators? Do you guys work together pretty closely?
Yeah, there's a pretty close-knit group of people that work together. Friends of mine and I, like I mentioned last time, we started a publishing company together. Just out there trying to find other talent to start creating.
Do you talk to a lot of the local artists? Because we had an artist on back a few months ago. I think it was February, March. We had a local artist, and he did not only custom artwork, but custom merch for a lot of us. I don't know if you've experienced this guy. His name is Barney. Are you familiar with that guy?
I'm drawing a blank. I don't know who that is.
Well, he seemed to be really worked up when we mentioned you. I don't know how far the rivalry goes back, but he's here now. He's going to be joining us live. Please welcome Barney from Simpsons Comics.
What? Oh boy. Jerry.
If these chairs weren't so heavy, I would throw one at him.
What?
I don't need a microphone. I'm just going to stare at you the whole show.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
We need to call HR. I need a intimacy coordinator over here.
You think we have HR?
Oh, that's right. Sonny's not here. I forgot.
You're going to need more than HR
Sonny's
when we're done.
our HR department.
My goodness.
Sonny's the head of HR.
That explains.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
This is tense.
Oh man.
I can feel the tension from across the room. Staring at the
Barney,
both
are
of
you guys going to be over at the Rainbow Library as well?
Yeah.
Oh boy, he's upset.
Oh my goodness.
Daggers.
Okay.
Into the
Well,
soul.
this is a little icy. Maybe we do need to get HR involved. I'm not sure. See if we
See
can
your
sign on the
breath.
phone. Maybe a mediator.
You want to just out this now? Get it over with?
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do this. What the?
I think
What's
a kiss.
happening? I didn't know.
Hey.
Tush push. I saw
That was the cutest thing I've ever seen. I've seen some cute things in my day on this show. That was, without a doubt, the
I-
cutest.
Let's bury the hatchet. That's
Had
nice.
no idea what was about to happen.
Yeah, that was
I
scary.
didn't either. I thought that was
that was
it
yeah.
could have been something.
I was
There's
afraid for
no
Quan's equipment.
rivalry.
I didn't know.
No.
what-
It's
know what
only
was going on.
love.
It's only love. I like it. I like
I
it.
love it. I love it.
So this is going to be
hearts.
going on this weekend, Shane, the Old
What's that?
School Comic Con Rainbow Library on Sunday, September 1st from 11:30 to 4. You can get it half an hour early for the VIP.
Ooh.
Okay, VIP at the door. You're VIP.
Yeah.
The
In
VIP
our hearts.
at the door is
I'm
a minimum $5 fee, and all of the proceeds go to Critical Care Comics.
Oh,
So
very cool.
whatever donation you want to give, minimum $5 from 11 to 11:30, all of that money goes towards Critical Care.
Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah, very cool.
Beautiful.
Nice. I love it. Guys, we got a lot of stuff to get into, but I mean, I know that you guys have been clamoring for this for a long time. It's been confirmed. He is the voice of the character that everybody has been suspecting for a long time. I'm talking about John Wick himself. Keanu Reeves is voicing, was it Shadow?
Shadow.
From the
Something like
Sonic
Yeah.
Sonic tree.
Yeah.
We're going to check out the trailer for Sonic 3 and discuss the future of the Paramount universe.
This is exciting.
I'm pumped.
You finally found your family.
What?
Try to keep
Whoa.
up.
Whoa.
I know it hasn't always been easy, but you didn't change who you are in
Cyclops.
here.
Cyclops.
In my lungs.
Scott
We're your
Summers.
Oh, that was cool.
I know.
That's cute.
There's been a high-level security breach. And we need Team Sonic's immediate assistance. Project Shadow is far beyond anything we've ever encountered.
Shadow's story began a lot like your Sonic. But where you found family and friends,
Yes.
Shadow found only pain and loss.
Oh, man.
All right, we got a rogue alien on the loose. How do we find it?
Start with a giant fireball?
I love it. Let's start with a giant fireball.
Yes.
He is much more impressive than the hedgehog I fought previously.
Dude, I'm standing right here.
You're a colorful bunch.
We don't want to fight you.
Actually, Sonic, I would like to fight.
Knuckles, no!
Get it, Knuckles. Oh.
My turn. Can we just talk about this?
What the?
He's too powerful. Sonic! I can't believe I'm
Is he gonna
saying
kill
this,
James Harden?
but we need you-know-who.
Who's that?
This is a bad idea.
When has that ever stopped me?
Doctor!
We have visitors.
This is sad, Robotnik. Even for you.
We need your help.
On one condition.
What? Do this!
He looks great.
If I can't rule the world, I might as well save it!
This trailer is very long.
I need room. But, sir, I don't have the proper materials. Found some.
Yes.
When we're done, there won't be anything left.
Hey, no cheat code!
What did you do? What I had to.
The whole movie.
I think they're showing this thing.
Yeah.
Welcome home, my boy.
It's impossible.
Is it?
It couldn't be.
Couldn't it?
Are you?
Oh, it's him.
In the saggy flesh.
That's a mustache right there.
So, how was
I
our
love it.
screening of Sonic 3?
I like that movie a lot.
Yeah, I did too. I thought it was a phenomenal film. I did actually think the
James, are you a fan of the Sonic films or games or all those things?
I played the games a little when I was younger, but the films, yeah, I was very reticent at first, but took a chance one afternoon on Amazon and watched it. And the second one came out, I was like, yeah, I want to watch that one too, because that was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I've actually never seen any of them, so that's the first time I've heard someone actually say, yeah, check them out.
Yeah.
Marcus, you're out of the family.
Okay.
Because he hasn't seen Sonic.
Come on, Marcus.
That was the line. That was the line.
That was Sonic of all. Yes.
Paul.
I quite like the first two. They're like definitely, as far as like live actions, like action movies go, it's definitely more for kids than your average action movie. I think, like more so than the Marvel movies. But they're a lot of fun, and the CGI is cool. The last one was good. I kind of had the same experience that James did. I watched the first one on like Paramount or whatever it was on at the time. I was like, whoa, that was actually quite a bit of fun. And then I went to see the second one when it came out. I think I liked it even more. This looks cool. I think they sure did show a lot of the movie in that trailer. But I think it looks cool. The CGI and this stuff is great. I think there's going to be humor in it that's like, that was for a 9-year-old. Well, yes, because the movie was made for 9-year-olds.
Yeah, but we're pretty immature.
But it's cool. I would say it's akin to the Super Mario's Bros animated movie that came out, which I did eventually watch and I did quite like. So, so that looks really cool.
Okay.
I never played the games. I have no like attachment to these characters either.
1, 2, and 3, baby, and Sega CD.
Barney, now that your rivalry is put to bed, oh my goodness, holding hands, that's so sweet. What did you think of the trailer?
This may end right now because I, like Marcus, have not seen any of them.
Really? Not one?
I was not a Sega kid. I was a Nintendo kid growing up. And growing up, poor like we did, you only get one system. It was a Nintendo. So this one actually makes me want to watch it. I do. Yeah. Hearing what Paul said and what James said, now, Friday night, crack a 12-pack and throw on the first Sonic and check it out while I'm looking at comics.
Whiskey on the rocks, maybe.
Get hammered watching Sonic. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, you can come over, Frankie.
I'm on my way. I'm taking you home tonight, though.
Take me home tonight.
We can't clear that song, Barney.
Shane, what are your thoughts?
Can't afford it.
My son Simon has grown up loving Sonic, all things Sonic.
Okay.
So I'm one of the few people that saw the first one in the theater the first day it came out.
Yeah, I saw the first one in the theater.
So, I've seen 1 and 2 in the theater, and when 2 ended, and we got a glimpse of Shadow, like at the end, like the post credit flew. You should have seen my son. He almost teared up. So
that's cool.
Yeah,
I already saw this trailer already, just because Simon.
He was already all over it.
He was
like
already
Dad.
all over it. Yeah.
Dad, watch this.
Watch. He goes, dude.
Isn't it interesting?
The flea flew.
He said, dude.
How Paramount has maybe more that I'm not remembering, but 2 really large video game properties that they are adapting.
I didn't know what you were going to say.
I know. I kept you in suspense.
2 large video game properties.
And
Big.
one of them, I feel they have knocked out of the park with Sonic, and the other one, ruined live action Halo stuff for probably
The other one was no good.
another
yeah,
decade.
that's right.
Like, I don't know anybody that cares to see live action Halo anymore because of that show.
I never saw.
It's been canceled,
any of
too.
The other stuff.
Yeah.
Canceled it.
I
never saw any of
it.
those
It went
seasons.
like it went like that. I didn't even hear anything.
They
about
got 2 seasons out of it, but they did cancel it. Yeah.
Wow.
I watched some of the first season and I was like, this is not the thing it's being sold as. This is strange.
Do you think this is a formula for success for them going towards more of a younger audience with these films? Like Super Mario Brothers did very well, box office
maybe
wise.
it's the
I don't know what the Sonic films,
the more adult
have
stuff
done
they struggle
money-wise.
with. I'm sure they've made like
money.
I mean, if they
they've
keep
made
making
3
them,
of them. Yeah, I'm sure they're not making 3 of them because they're losing money on it.
And when I went to go see 2, that theater was pretty packed.
Yeah, same.
When I saw 2.
Yeah, 2 was really cool.
Yeah,
Is,
2's great.
is 2 the one with the wedding? Or
Yes.
is this the second one?
Yeah,
Yeah, that
2 is the
movie's a
second
lot of fun.
When
I would bet to say that Jim Carrey was a big pull to that. Too.
Yes.
He was probably a big draw.
when I
Maybe.
saw
Yeah.
He's great in it.
Super Mario Brothers, I don't know if anyone else did, but I mean, I've seen it probably 3 times.
Yeah.
It's that entertaining.
Yes,
And just all the little nuances and everything that they
We
all
went to
the
go see
cookies
it that night.
that
It
are just
opened.
phenomenal. And when it was over with, all I can think is please give me a Zelda movie like this.
Oh yeah. That would
And
be
if
cool.
not Zelda, all right, give me a Metroid, but give me one of those, especially a Zelda. I need
Mega
it.
Man.
Come on.
Well, if we're gonna do Metroid, you might as well
Who's
do
the
Mega
guy?
Man.
Who's the guy doing the
Mega
live
Man
action
2.
Zelda movie?
Is there a live action? Zelda
There's a
movie?
live one in
That
development.
feels like something Alan Taylor, director of Thor: The Dark World, would do.
Mm.
That was oddly specific.
The original.
Maybe
He's done a bunch of Game of Thrones episodes as well. Some better stuff.
The original Sonic made 300 million worldwide. The original Sonic came out a month before COVID.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
How much did it cost to make?
90 million.
Oh, so it made its money back.
It made
Oh.
money.
I think 60 million of that was fixing Sonic's face.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
right.
heard
They had to
theory-
redo the
That
For
was
face.
once,
instant.
internet bullying corrected something
Yeah.
in the entertainment industry.
Second
Right.
one,
For the good.
$100 million budget, and it made 400 million.
Yeah, they're making their returns back easily. I've heard a theory, like a tinfoil hat theory, if you will. Shout out Sonny.
Oh, there you go. You're in the
That
seat.
they intentionally released like a poor looking Sonic
Okay.
so that they could then change it and get in the good graces of people and be like, oh, see, they listened.
Oh,
And,
kind of
like,
like a.
Generate interest. I think some of the people who worked on the movie has confirmed, like, no, that's what we were going to do. But it's fun to be like, well, maybe they like ape the system a little bit. And we're like, see, we
Right.
listen, we care.
Right. Maybe.
Because it was bad. It might
it
have
was
been
pretty
t-
silly.
it
Didn't
might
he
been
have like individual like little baby teeth?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
it was
he had
creepy.
teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, complete. And
His eyes were.
It didn't look
his
great.
eyes were beady.
That went viral though, so that got attention to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
it was talked about, and bad publicity is good.
Right. And that's what people's theory
Yeah.
is. It's like they did that to generate, like, oh, look at us. We did
Yeah.
a thing and people hate it. Wait, we fixed it. And now that all eyes are on us, they're going to come watch.
Wes Ball, who did the Maze Runner franchise,
And the
who
newest Planet of the Apes.
He is, and the latest Planet of the Apes is going to be directing a live action Legend of Zelda.
Oh, that's great. He's great.
Live action.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The first Maze Runner is great. The newest Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is really good. And the other Maze Runner movies, those suck because those books sucked. Not because of him.
Oh, gotcha.
The first one is really good. Have you guys seen those movies?
I never saw Maze Runner.
Watch the first one. The first one's
I
cool.
saw the first two,
Don't
I
watch
think.
the other ones.
You guys seen Maze Runner?
No interest.
Barn?
I don't even know what it is.
Oh, okay. It's the guy who runs through mazes.
I would highly recommend the first one, Mike, actually. I think it's
like
quite
Hunger
good.
Game with
If
mazes.
Paul tells me to watch it, then I'll watch it.
Yeah. Don't watch
Okay.
the other ones. Watch the first one.
All right. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, we'll do.
Shout out to the chat tonight. Nick Daniels is in there. Jess, Brendan Riley, The Collector Without Fear, Silent Dreamer.
Hey,
Guys, thanks
Brendan.
for hanging out tonight. We appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
We're talking about the, I guess, the most polarizing film of the year, Sonic 3. It's coming out to be released later this year. What did it say? December? It's coming out?
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to be coming out at the
December-
same time as Mufasa.
December
And
20th.
Nosferatu.
And yes, and Nosferatu.
I'm excited for
All
that.
three heartwarming family films.
Yeah.
They should be, yeah. It's great.
Robert Eggers, known family filmmaker.
Crazy person.
Guys, Keanu Reeves is going to be voicing Shadow, where we've been hearing forever that he's connected somehow to the MCU. Speaking of the MCU, there have been some developments as of late. It seems like Ultron will be returning. James Spader will be coming back to the MCU in a Vision series. It means Paul Bettany will be back. Are you guys excited? Kind of excited? Not very interested in a Vision series? That's a two-part question. And what do you think it could be potentially leading to? I'm going to start with James.
This is the first I've heard of it. But it could be interesting. News. Yeah, it could be interesting. Although I thought, like a lot of fans do, he was done at the end of the Age of Ultron, right? You're the last one, and Vision nuked him, so
right
off camera, which means no body, no death, right? Especially in comics. So yeah, it could be interesting. I mean, I think it's a way for them to get Vision back into the Marvel universe, depending on how they go about it. Because he died in WandaVision, right? As far as I remember.
Not WandaVision.
Why are your hands so moist? Sorry, I just
that's why.
Infinity War.
Wow.
Well, he died a couple times.
Yeah, well, he died. That's true. He did die a couple times, didn't he?
I know, but
yeah, that was heartfelt and then really messed up at the same time.
Right.
Like passionate and heartfelt, and then Thanos was like, "Now I'm going to make you suffer," and it's like, what?
Dude, how badass would that movie be if actually he said, "Okay, yeah, if you want this, Jim, come take it," and then he started fighting along with everybody else instead of sitting on a gurney.
If anything, he's a tactician. He's smart enough to be like, "I'll just turn time back and take it." Like,
yeah,
But there it is one thing about Marcus wanted Vision to be a lot tougher than they made him in these movies.
Yeah, he was good at Age of Ultron, and then he just became like a total sissy. And then the next one, I can't phase anymore. He stabbed me.
I mean,
I can't phase.
That's a big thing for Marcus. Vision being weak and weak and whack.
Especially since you saw him being a badass in Civil War. You saw him being a badass in Age of Ultron.
True.
He's phasing through people and breaking the machine. I mean,
he's awesome.
And they all
selective power structures, and even in comic books, like they'll forget that Vision can phase through stuff when somebody's exploding in a plane.
When they're drinking in Age of Ultron, and they're all taking turns, like trying to pick up Mjolnir. And then Vision towards the end of the movie, he just grabs it, he's like flips it, is like, "Shall we go? Shall we go?"
Yeah. That moment's set up really well.
They're like, "Whoa."
Not everything in that movie is, but that moment is.
Right.
I like those.
I love it when he picks up Mjolnir. That's great.
That was great.
That was just so. I was like, yes. He's
everybody just going, whoa.
He grabbed me on.
Everybody looks at each other like, what the?
Yeah.
Barney, are you a big fan of Vision or Mjolnir?
Mjolnir. Yeah, I think there's a redeeming quality that I think that's coming, Marcus. With, if you remember WandaVision, he ended up at the end being the White Vision.
Yes.
And he was much more menacing and more powerful. And I think you're going to get back to the B.A. Baracus version of Vision.
Yes.
So
that's what I think about when I think of Vision is B.A. Baracus.
Yeah. That's right. I pity the fool who messes with me.
So I
think of a pissed off Miss Piggy when I think of Vision. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited. I like Vision. I love Vision as a character. Paul Bettany plays him masterfully in anything, even in the sissy stuff. And it's just great. Like, he's just a great character.
You ever see the weird text messages between RDJ and Bettany that came out during the Amber Heard thing?
No.
Oh, no. It
was pretty weird.
Why? What was so weird about it?
Robert Downey Jr. What? Johnny Depp.
Oh, Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Johnny
that's
Depp
who
and
she
Paul
was married
Bettany.
to.
That's what I meant. Johnny Depp and
that's whose bed
Paul
she was
Bettany.
in.
But like Johnny Depp was like texted him and was like, I want to say he was clearly joking, but who knows?
What did he say?
He texted Paul Bettany and was like, yeah, let's burn Amber alive. And then Paul was like, that's a great idea, but maybe no. It was really weird. Google it. It's a weird conversation. Like,
that sounds incredibly made up, but also he's British.
It was
I don't think he would be
you
like.
don't even know what they mean, man.
It was presented in court.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh.
It was so weird. And like the whole conversation, Paul Bettany never is like, I think he suggests like a different way to kill her. And Johnny Depp is like, oh yeah. It's weird. It's mind-boggling.
I bet we put her in the Iron Maiden on Wednesday.
It was like, that was the vibe of the conversation.
That's funny.
In text, does he talk like Jack Sparrow?
Yeah, is it always Captain Jack Sparrow?
I think that was a Bettany impression, not a Johnny Depp impression.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I don't know, but
No, I wanted Paul Bettany.
I
to talk like
can't
Jack
not think
Sparrow.
of Paul. I can't think of Paul Bettany and not think of that. Like
Thing.
Johnny Depp is clearly the aggressor, but like Paul Bettany's not like, yo, relax.
Would you rather
Yeah,
this
yeah.
be whatever this is going to be? Come back, like Ultron comes back.
Oh yeah,
you
back
have
to the
Vision,
actual thing.
You
we're
have
talking
Vision
about.
come back. Would you rather this be a series or a film? Anybody?
I'm over the series.
Series.
I think a series.
I think a
would be
series would be,
best.
yeah.
I think a series would just
Sounds like I'm alone.
work off. It would almost be a part 2 of WandaVision. I'm sure Wanda will show up in it at some point as well. But what's Ultron doing in it? I don't know. I don't know
Ultroning.
and how they're even going to bring that dynamic into it. Because, like James said, he gone.
Yeah, he gone.
Are we going to get Wanda in
too.
the?
She gone too.
She gone.
In
She
that
gone.
in that
She gone.
Agatha show? Are we going to get Wanda in Agatha all along? Do you think we get Wanda?
I think
showing up in
eventually we do. I don't see a whole series going on without eventually showing Wanda.
I think we have to in the sake
have
of
to.
interest for that show.
Yeah,
Sure.
right.
I don't think
People
she
tune
can
out.
carry a show on her own.
Right.
So
She
they
has
have
to be.
to have some kind of big gun.
Gotta
in
be.
there.
It's either tying her to Wanda or maybe tying her to the Fantastic Four because there's a connection there too with the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, Forbish Man can stop by.
Who?
Forbush man.
Forbush
Forbush
man.
Oh, Forbush man.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Oh.
what? But yeah, there's some connection there, and then with Fantastic Four around the corner, who knows? That might be where the direction they may want to go.
Forbush.
You know,
Yeah.
but
not since college.
I think, yeah, Agatha. Yeah, I don't know. Agatha would be interesting.
All right,
It
so
would be a cool movie though.
so you guys are all saying series.
Yeah, I don't think anybody
Yeah.
would go see
Paul
a,
wants
a
a
movie.
film. You don't think
I'm
it's
just
watch a
over-
Vision movie?
I don't think people would run to the theater.
We
to see
watched
a
the
Vision movie.
but we watched the Black Widow movie. If
Sort of.
Black Widow
if
was
Vision
good, though.
had like a big butt, would you go watch it?
Well, yeah, of course.
That's not where I thought that was gonna go.
We all would.
We all would, of course.
I mean,
What's funny enough is like the last episode of WandaVision. Honestly, if you were to add maybe another 20 to 30 minutes to it, that would have been a movie because it was an hour.
Yeah,
or two,
it was
I think.
long.
and it was good. It was like action packed. It was like everything was coming.
The
together.
finale? The finale?
Yeah.
I feel like the end of that,
That felt
movie
like
is
a movie.
completely contradicted by the beginning of Multiverse of Madness.
the end of the series.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's not great.
No.
It's mediocre at best. The multiverse.
Well,
of
yeah,
Madness,
I think
but
I'd go there. Mediocre.
It's mediocre.
It was entertaining, but then we thought, I don't know. I think much of our disappointment with Multiverse of Madness was we thought it was going to lead to something or
Right.
mean something, have some sort of consequence, but it didn't.
It did not.
It kind of just stood alone, and we were like, okay, well,
And we got
all right, cool.
Yeah.
past, future reading mirrors in a strip mall.
Mm-hmm.
When America Chavez stops at the little mirror.
Oh,
and it's
gotcha. I was
this
like,
is your backstory.
Yeah.
It was like
they really didn't do her any favors.
It was like the scene in. It was honestly not dissimilar from the scene in the second. What's that Zack Snyder movie that just came out? Rebel Moon, the second Zack Snyder movie.
Oh, classic.
They sit around a table and they're like, "All right, guys." They literally are like, "All right, guys, let's talk about our backstories," and they just sit there and talk about their backstories. It
It's
felt just
so
like
emotional.
that.
Wow, really?
Every one of them so emotional.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Brian?
You
saw
Yeah,
that?
it's brutal. They're like,
oh wow,
they're like, all right, really? The dialogue is actually like, we need to sit down and talk about why we're here. Why?
on the verge of a giant war that's about or a battle that's about
Why
to
do you
take
have
place.
to talk about why
Did
you're
what's
They
his
gotta
name
give
from the
now.
roof
They got to
like
give
this,
the background.
or
to
what?
We're going off course for a moment. Did you guys watch the second part of Rebel
They
Moon?
did.
Yeah,
I did.
Not
I
the,
had a chance
not
to watch
the
either.
director's cuts.
The first when the first one came out. The first
Yeah, I watched the
version
first
Yeah.
two.
that
Yeah,
came out.
the second one is,
I never
I
saw it.
think, better.
The
But not
second
much.
one is better.
Not much. It's got
Not
more
much.
action in it.
Yeah.
It also has slow
If
motion.
the first one's a 3, it's a 4.
Yeah.
On the Shane scale of 1 to 10, C plus.
Okay. Fair.
Yep.
All right.
I know exactly what you mean now, Barney.
goodness.
And it ends the exact same way the first one does.
Now,
Almost to a T.
it has not been yet confirmed, but it seems like they're trying to fast track the next Spider-Man project. Spider-Man 4 may begin filming next spring. They're trying to get all their ducks in a row before they start that. And they're saying that any movie that comes out between Doomsday and Secret Wars,
that's a mistake,
is supposed to be part of Battle World.
That's a mistake.
So I'm assuming, I don't know this for sure, but I'm assuming that means Spider-Man 4 is a multiverse film, right?
That's
Is that a good or bad decision?
Wait a minute. Did we even give any? Wait, did we even give any? Like, did we introduce Battle World to anywhere?
No, the Battle World stuff's going to happen before the new Spider-Man.
Gotcha. Okay, because I was like, wait a minute, we got to set this situation up. They haven't really done anything.
The expectation is that will come out between Doomsday and Secret Wars.
And that what they are putting out there is that any series or film that takes place between Doomsday and Secret Wars will take place on Battle World.
Isn't Battle World just a big barren planet where they fight? What do you mean take place on?
I don't know.
Like what?
I don't know.
I guess it depends on the version of Battle World, because sometimes it's like in a dome and it's a jungle scape. It can be anything.
It's like the danger room.
Like the danger room type of thing. Yeah.
Because Secret Wars is all on like a barren planet with volcanoes. That's what I think of when I think of
original one, right?
Yeah.
That's what I think of.
This is supposed to be in Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man is supposed to be.
I'm just gonna get my 2 cents out, and then you guys can go as far as the Spider-Man thing goes. I don't mind Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I know Shane is very different in that corner. Every Spider-Man movie that he's done, he has to have some type of pair up with someone. Someone is always helping him out. He's going to Europe. He's going to space. He's traveling into alternate universe type of settings, right? He can never just be standalone and actually be the neighborhood Spider-Man. I thought the idea would be for him to do something that involves Daredevil and keep it more street level,
right?
Which is what I think they should lean into, and they could take on Kingpin to where they're helping each other. And it's not about like, well, I need some help. I should go talk to my lawyer from No Way Home. Or because I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to cash in on making the movie a default or de facto multiverse movie because they think that that's going to make the most money. That's what my opinion is.
Spider-Man movies gonna make money no matter what. It's
Batman movies and Spider-Man movies.
It doesn't matter.
Make money.
They're gonna make money.
Right.
Even if they're 3 hours long and like rated R, they're gonna make a lot of money.
But then is that their concern? Is that they don't think it's going to be good unless they make it a multiverse movie again? I think you should make it a multiverse movie because you just made the last one.
That's
a multiverse
asinine.
Movie. Doesn't make sense to make two.
No.
All right. Sorry. You guys go ahead.
Well, and I heard someone say that it's like
I'm not really upset.
No, who cares? It's a movie. But I heard someone say but we're here, so we're gonna complain. That they were like, do a multiversal Sinister Six. I'm like, isn't that what the last movie was?
Pretty much.
Yeah. I want a street level. I love the Tom Holland movies, but I'm ready for it to be like a Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield level thing going on, because I think I had seen 5 movies of that. So when it got to Tom Holland, I was like, I like what they're doing here. He's injected in the universe and he's doing like in-universe things, and I enjoy those. But now I'm ready to like, okay, I want to see him on his own. And they set it up perfectly at the end of the last movie for him to be on his own and maybe have like a relationship.
They don't know who he is.
Have like a relationship with like Black Cat or something. Or like,
you heard who might be Black Cat.
Sydney Sweeney.
Hey, how you doing?
That would be great.
Sydney Sweeney.
But because she's great, not just because she's hot, but both.
No, she's hot.
She's great. She's great at being hot.
Yeah, I don't know. What it James Barney. I don't know. What do you guys think?
What do you think, Barney?
I think street level Spider-Man is the way to go. You could probably introduce him into a Battle World story at the end.
Yeah.
But as long as the core of that story, like 95% is like just street level Spider-Man doing street level stuff, which I would argue the first one is, even though he did get help from Tony at one point.
I agree.
But he had to finish that whole battle himself against the Vulture.
No, that's
like
true.
that the biggest chunk of that movie was, and more of that was more of like him learning to take responsibility for himself and not rely on the suit. And which Tony, like
he's like, I'm gonna need the suit back.
Yeah, he's like, I'm nothing. He goes, if you're nothing without it, then you don't deserve it. And then he had to prove himself on that level.
Please, bruh.
Shane, if I didn't love you so much, I'd hate you for not liking that.
I'll put it to you this way. Civil War came on TV the other day. I'm just watching Tom Holland's I'm watching Tom Holland beat Winter Soldier and Falcon at the same time. I'm just going, this punk. I'm just like, dude, I can't stand him as Spider-Man, dude. I
Is it a Tom Holland thing?
Huh?
Is it a Tom Holland?
No, it's the way they make him. They make him more than what he should actually be. Is what I don't like about this whole thing.
That's one of those things I learned about Spider-Man that people don't seem to realize. Like, he's technically stronger than Captain America. He's just not smarter at fighting him.
Apparently he is.
You know,
he
still got his
loses.
ass kicked, like to the point where he had to take a nap afterwards. Iron Man's like, "All right, you're out. Go home." He's like, like,
"You got a passport?"
Yeah,
I can't.
He's like, "I'm going to put you in a UPS box and mail you back to Aunt." That's what he did.
I just don't dig him. I know everybody else digs him. I just don't dig him. I've had enough.
And I love that for you, but I told somebody once, it's okay to be wrong, but I still love you.
Barney, are you multiverse or street level?
No, definitely street level. You know, I want to see like Willie Lumpkin, the mailman, come walking by, and like a little nod to like Yancey Street, you know, for the thing, and you know, just keep it in the Bronx area, you know, where he's at, and just, you know, help a little lady cross the street, or, you know, it's just stuff like that. I don't need villains in it, you know. I just need regular, you know,
hero
guys.
work. You want hero work.
That's it, right?
You know?
Right. That's all.
And how badass that would be.
And expanding on him and the fact of with great power comes great responsibility, and the relationship he has with Aunt May, and just really leaving it, you know, as a more humanized version rather than the big production of Spider-Man and what
I think it
needs
defeats
to be.
the purpose of them making
Isn't
it.
she dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it defeats the purpose of them making it multiverse when nobody knows who he is anyway.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't like a big connection to anything because he's like, MJ does not know who he is anymore.
Yeah.
He's lost Aunt May.
And I like that aspect
he's
of
alone.
it.
I mean, I think that could end up telling a cooler story to kind of see Peter like finding himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but I mean,
struggling, you know, trying to make it, you know, no longer a high school student, a college student, and struggling.
But they don't have him learn anything from anything he does. They don't have him learn anything. He doesn't grow as a character or as a human being. They just have him be the same kind of goofy kid that he always is.
That's what this movie needs to be.
That's what this movie needs to be. Let's see if they do that.
And humanize him. Humanize him the way that Stan Lee wrote him originally to be.
Right.
And what, you know, everyone that just at the time when he came out, went 62, 63, when Spider-Man came out, and it was the last character that Stan Lee created during that run of, you know, Fantastic Four and Avengers and X-Men. And he brings one last story of Spider-Man, you know, coming along with it, an Amazing Fantasy. And he came on the scene and he was like nothing else in comics. And everyone just fell in love with it. And, you know, that's why I want to see that. I'd like to see that movie go that way. You know, just finding himself, you know, no longer, you know, a college student now trying to make ends meet as best as possible. He has nobody really, you know, and I hate the idea of who was his best friend. I can't think of his name.
Ned Leeds.
Ned Leeds potentially becoming Hobgoblin.
Well, he is in the comics, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But and it's not, you know, the typecasting, how he looks nothing like him or nothing like that. It's just the way they're going with that, you know, it's like there's no reason for that. It doesn't need to take him down that route, because, you know, what's Ned, you know, what tragedy happens with Ned to turn him into that? I mean,
no, he's a happy-go-lucky goofball in all the other movies. Well, I mean, I go this crazy nutty route.
Yeah, you don't need to add another goblin kid with a bad backstory. They got that with Harry, you know.
Yeah. What is the thing with Sony that if you use a villain in the Sony universe,
I don't know,
you can't use him in MCU or something like that?
What if?
I think it's all licensed under Spider-Man. Like, those villains are just under Spider-Man's. Like Fantastic Four has their villains under it. Like
no, there was a thing. Frank's right. There was a thing I just read about that. Whoever uses in the Spider-Man in the Spider-Man universe,
uses him first,
whoever uses him first, if it was created in a Spider-Man comic book, whoever uses it first, then they get the rights for it.
I think it's Sony gets first grabs.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
All right.
Which will leave us with like Rocket Racer.
Well, I don't know how many of you.
I can hardly wait.
Oh, what?
I don't know how many of you played the first Amazing Spider-Man game on PS4. Mr. Negative is really cool in that game and could be a really cool character for a street level.
That whole game could be a great movie.
Yeah, honestly.
Like, whoever directed that is, that's, I can't even say enough good things about it. It's so
Game's
good.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see if it's Sony that introduces a live action version of Miles, or if it's going to be Marvel Studios that brings in Miles. They could do this whole film as a street level film for Spider-Man 4, and then the post-credit scene could be multiversal. I wouldn't be upset at that, but have him establish some time being a street level neighborhood Spider-Man.
What if Sony made the Miles Morales movie?
It's possible.
Yeah.
That would be
If they do that,
I feel like they'd have to have Marvel's hand in it because they're like, please help us because we can't do anything else right.
He'd be played by Tyrese Gibson.
Like,
wow.
Yeah, an old dude.
Okay,
or maybe Tyrese.
So there's a rumor that for Venom, the third Venom, when it comes out, what is it called, The Last Dance?
Yeah,
Whatever?
The Last Dance.
When that Andrew Garfield will be in the film in some capacity.
That's cool.
I don't know if it's just a cameo or what.
Cameo.
That would be, I think that would be kind of cool that they're actually finally acknowledging a Spider-Man in these movies that they involve. I'm saying.
Right.
Well, I mean,
not just Venom licking the TV at the end of
That's true. That did happen. But Andrew Garfield, like, sneak appearing as Spider-Man in Venom, like, it's only happened, like, so, because you didn't know he was going to be in No Way Home. Now you didn't know he was going to be in Venom. Like, it's only twice, but it's weird that it happened twice, right? Like, why would they not market him being in the movie if that was the case? That kind of makes me think he's not. But
might be not.
You know what I mean? Like, why would they not be like, Spider-Man's in this movie?
Yeah.
I remember seeing something else that Tobey Maguire is supposed to be heavily involved in the new Spider-Man movie as well.
Maybe they're gonna do the whole live reenactment of the meme pointy.
They did that already.
Again.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be dope.
I like the rumor that they had when they announced that Tom Holland Spider-Man was that you age up Tobey Maguire a little bit and he was Uncle Ben. I mean, it wouldn't make any sense now, but like I like that idea. Yeah, he was the Uncle Ben that died, but didn't give him the message of power and responsibility.
Wow.
I think that would be. I mean, if they thought of that way ahead of time, which I'm sure they did, but
that'd been deep.
That'd have been pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what else would be cool?
Yeah, it would be. What?
If we copped it or dropped it. Gonna cop it, don't drop. Gonna cop it, don't drop it. Gonna cop it, don't drop. Gonna cop it, don't drop it. Gonna cop it, don't drop. Gonna cop it, don't drop it. Finna take it to the top. Everybody now, cop it, don't drop it. Gonna cop it, don't drop.
That's my new ringtone.
Right.
This is the moment of the show where we talk about comics at your bitch. I mean, you guys. And your B-butts brought in. Every last one.
Your XP points went up. It did.
Grab your books, your schnooks.
Yes.
What are we
Let's do
talking
this.
You got all the Sonic rings for that.
Whoops. I forgot this is a family show.
Golly.
Once James gets here, I just lose all. This clearly isn't a family show if James is here.
No,
you guys all together and you crack wise. You guys are cracking wise.
Holy crap, Shane.
We're going to listen to your nonsense from your books you guys brought.
Oh, our nonsense.
And I'm going to pick out the best ones, you joiks. So let's get to it. We're going to start with James Stone.
Hey.
Oh my God.
All right, I brought a couple of things.
Shane brought that spice. What you got for us,
Love you
James?
guys.
First on the list is Falling in Love on the Path to Hell.
Oh.
It's
Wow.
a fantastic book. I haven't had a chance to really read through it, but apparently there are a samurai and someone in the Old West that are concurrently having these battles, and through these battles they connect, and it gets crazy, it gets violent, people getting cut up. Like it's
love it.
Yeah. It's by Jerry Duggan and
oh,
I can't remember his first name, but last name is Brown.
On the cover,
it says Brown. Thank you,
Chris Brown.
Yes,
No, it's not that violent.
It's not that violent.
How about James?
James Brown.
Gary Brown.
Gary Brown, thank you.
Baby teeth.
How about Charlie Brown?
Yeah.
Do I hear Charlie Brown?
All right.
The next one I've got is Ain't No Grave.
Oh,
yeah.
Scotty
Oh,
Young
yeah.
and Jorge Corona.
Yeah.
That's a good
One
stuff.
of the best books out there.
I need to buy this immediately.
It's so like you may have to wait for the trade because every printing is
gone.
selling out like crazy, and they've got one issue left.
I'll just take Frank's.
Yeah.
I'm going to take all Frank's.
He's got to take mine and then to take my trade when they bring it for him.
Yeah. I'll just take
not
them all.
give it back.
Not give it back
Is
ever.
that a tradition?
He's got a library of my comics.
Those are the only comics Shane has read in 15 years.
Shut up, Paul.
That's why he hosts a segment so he doesn't have to bring any books in.
Exactly. Anyway, you know me too well, James. Now,
Because if you did, it would only be mine because the only ones you've bought in the last 20 years.
Nice.
where does this become a roast? Well, clearly
Well,
James
called us
is
all
out of
the
the
running
running for
bitches.
comic book
You
of the
did.
week.
You were calling us names.
Oh, good
That was
Lord.
the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Thank you,
right.
James. Those are great books.
James, those are
I got
dope.
one or two more. I got
Oh, go ahead.
Box Boy and Whiskers number 8.
Hey, Steven.
The
yay.
Vic Moya cover.
Nice.
And this one I got at Phoenix Fan Fusion. This is just an art book about Greek mythology from Sarah Black.
Wow. that looks
She is a phenomenal artist. Like I walked by her booth a lot and just kept coming back. And like the artwork is, it's all about the different Greek gods, and it's I don't know if you can see it, but it's incredible.
Wow.
And I just wanted to support this up and coming artist. It's HV_studios on all the things.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check
Nice.
that out for sure. That
And
looks
she's
amazing.
doing like a high quality coloring book version of it. So it's like takes like paint and markers and all this, and I can hardly wait. It's super
Oh,
good.
wow.
Nice.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Barney, what
Hey
you
now.
got?
Hey now,
Hey now.
Hey, nah.
I'm the old guy. And what does the old guy bring?
Old
The
stuff?
The old stuff.
Yeah.
So
New stuff.
this is some things you've probably never seen, and there's a good chance you never will.
Okay.
Until today.
I was gonna say.
Rolling
Just
Stone
burns it.
magazine,
Oh,
With Hulk on
number
the cover?
91, September 16th, 1971. A Herb Trimpe cover of Hulk. This thing's, yeah, I mean, it's over
Wow.
50 years old. But what's so special about it is not just this horrible image of the Hulk on it, but right in the middle, you know, this is for Paul, if he can read it from here, because Paul likes to read these things.
Oh, I can't. You're gonna have to bring it over here.
I'll read it for you, Paul. It's got a picture of Billy Preston, the fifth Beatle.
His Beetle.
okay.
Does porn call the shots at LA Free Press? That's just part of the. But right in the middle,
That's for Paul.
that's for Paul, because Paul likes to read the racy stuff.
is
So
true.
you
I
open it
did
up,
read
and
this Superman thing last time,
That is true.
he did.
of which I
This thing's
regret.
falling apart on me right now. But
Oh, man.
face
Man.
front, clap your hands. You're on a winning team, and it's this whole article about Marvel and the Marvel bullpen at the time.
Oh, wow.
And there's some
that's fun.
insane stuff in here. What Stan Lee's talking about. He has a little roster. You know, Stan Lee used to have nicknames for all of his bullpen. Stan the Man Lee,
Like how we
Ring a
can't
Ding, John Romita, Happy Herb Trimpe, Jolly Solly Brodsky, Adorable Art Simic, Fabulous Flo Steinberg, Kid Daredevil Wally Wood, Ace of the Avengers Don Heck, James Steranko,
Oh.
I think it'd
and
be a
the
good
entire
bit.
Mary Marvel Marching Society. So there's some old pictures in here. There's this picture of Stan that if I didn't look at it to see his eyes, you would not know that it was even him. But it's like this whole article. They do an interview with Stan Lee. He's talking about how he doesn't even know if he wants to do comics anymore. He works 7 days a week. His daughter doesn't care about comics. His wife's probably never read a comic book, but they love his paychecks. And he's going on about this. He's talking about when
Fair.
Kirby left and went over to National. I mean, it's got some racy stuff in here that just never really came to light. But it's a fascinating. I mean, I've had this for like 20 plus years, but this thing's from 1971. So
you need to get some high-res scans of that.
Everything that we got. Yeah, it's falling apart on me again. So, but this was just a fun thing to have, man. He just
that's cool.
Throw together a little Herb Trimpe Hulk cover there. So,
amazing.
The other thing I brought, Batman 3D.
Oh,
so this is from 1966, and it was a reprint of Batman's number 42 and 48, the Penguin story. And in it, it came out the same time as the TV show, and in it has a couple pictures of Adam West and Burt Ward sitting on the Batmobile because they were hugely popular at the time. There's another one, Adam West in the Batcave and Burt Ward, and it's all 3D, the whole thing. And it's got these, when I got it, it came with the original glasses, which are just insane to look at these things. But you had to put a piece of string on it just to get it. But these are the original Batman 3D glasses that came along with it.
That's beautiful.
That's
so
dope.
1966 Batman 3D. So this is just fun stuff.
That is fun.
I went through it. I could not wear these glasses while I read it, but I did go. I did put on another pair of 3D glasses and went through it. It's pretty fascinating. Especially how they made 3D back then, but it's so much better now, of course, than what they make and when they do 3D comics. But this is just one of those fun books. It's extremely hard to find this thing, and this is actually 1966. This is a reprint of the original from 1953 that they actually did. And so this is the same story. They just did a Carmine Infantino redid the cover for it, and they did it out. So that's what I brought for the people. Old guy brings the old comics.
That is very cool.
How come you couldn't wear the glasses? What happened?
It's got the little holes in the side.
It's
to put
like
strings on.
sized for a 4-year-old.
Oh yeah, it's a little kid.
Barney has a big head.
That's what I was trying not to say.
A massive medulla oblongata.
Big brain, big head.
Oh yeah, big brain.
Bring out those 7th grade words.
Our alligators so ornery.
Check out the big brain on Barney.
All right, Marcus.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right. So actually, this is from last week. I didn't get a chance to cover it because there's a lot of cool stuff came out last week. But Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Night Watcher came out. This is the book that was kind of teased during the Free Comic Book Day. This was the new turtle, or we didn't know if it was a turtle or not. That was being teased during that wonderful time, Free Comic Book Day. And yes, it is a turtle. It is his name's Corey. He's 10 years old, but he's not one of the turtles that are connected with our family.
He's not.
He's
a
separate turtle.
painter?
He's his own turtle. yeah. He is a.
He's named after Corey Haim.
He's just yet another part of that population that was transformed into a mutant from that M-bomb that was dropped in that side of the city.
Whoa.
And the cool thing is he's going out and he's basically being a vigilante, and he actually thwarts a kidnapping because it seems like there's someone either mutant or non-mutant working to actually kidnap some of the mutant kids and possibly use them for experiments or not, to see what's going on with it. And it's actually a really cool, it's action-packed, but at the same time it goes back and forth between like kind of that rigid 9-panel style of like interviewing where you get a lot of the setup and background with the news media kind of interviewing random people about what they think about the mutants, and and you got people thinking that hopefully they'll find a cure, or hopefully something will happen where they can we need the Night Watcher, he's actually helping us, and that
That's
kind
good.
of thing.
Yeah.
It's really cool, and then it ends with him getting a phone call from Jenica, who was introduced back in our old the main turtle verse, if you will. So
Turtleverse.
There is a connection there. Super cool, super fun. We'll see where this goes. Excellent setup for a new character, by the way.
Nice.
And then we have another Blade Runner series called Tokyo Nexus, which came out. And this one is by Mello Brown and Mariano Taibo on art. Usually it's Mike Johnson, Andreas Ginaldo, and Marco Lesko on colors. They're the ones who've been doing the last 3 main 12-issue runs of the Blade Runner series, Blade Runner 2019, 2029, and 2039. This one is taking place in Tokyo in 2015, actually, which is kind of weird. That's like the future. I don't know, but
yeah.
it involves two characters who are like former, like one's actual replicant, a combat replicant, and the other one's a former Marine, and they officially kind of become like PIs unofficially in Tokyo, and they get caught up into this what looks like it's turning into like a turf war or a war between Tyrell. This is because in the main series we're basically moving forward. We're into the Wallace Corporation, like with the
Jared Leto.
Yeah, with the Jared Leto verse, if you will. But in this one's set back where Tyrell is still around, and so in this one it's Tyrell, and he sends a bunch of operatives to Tokyo to figure out what's going on, who's stealing, because there's a lot of intellectual property theft going on in Asia. So he's sending all kinds of places. There's rival corporations. There's Yakuza involved. And these guys are kind of getting caught in the middle of it. So we'll see where this forms up. It starts off kind of and just picks way up like halfway through. Super cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Those are the two.
Those are the two Marcus brought. And now we will move on to Paul.
Sweet. So there wasn't a. Right.
Paul.
So
Hi, Paul.
I thought this came out this week. Apparently.
What do you got? Come on.
First you're calling me names, now you won't let me talk.
Go ahead.
So I was under the impression this came out this week, but I guess it didn't, says Frank and James. But The Incredible Hulk Annual 1. Okay. This was on the new wall at Maximum Northwest, and I thought, I don't remember a new PKJ Incredible Hulk coming out. This isn't PKJ.
Okay.
He didn't write the annual. And I flipped through it, and I have no idea what's going on. This is part of the Infinity Watch, but yes, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you why I ended up getting this.
All right. Paul's a little bit of breaking news.
Oh,
that did come out yesterday.
Oh, see,
you were right.
Great, phenomenal. I know what I'm doing.
I wasn't sure. I don't work at a comic shop anymore.
All right. Well. Oh, wow. All right. Anyways.
Wow. Okay.
This is
New
why I got this book.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that is dope.
That's a nice splash page.
Super dope. It's not often you get Hulk and Thanos thrown down.
Yeah.
So I read the first couple pages. I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Wow.
And then I don't know who there's Connie. I don't know who that is. There's World Mind, I think the name is. I don't know who that is. Oh, yeah. But this is written by Derek Landy and art by Jeff Shaw.
You want us to read this
Colors by Frank. Yes, because no.
I'm just kidding.
You don't. I read the first 2 pages, was like, what? And the next 10 pages were Hulk and Thanos throwing down.
Yeah.
So it made it very much worth the purchase. So this is really cool. If not, like, this is the kind of
it looks beautiful.
Like, this is the kind of book that when I was a kid would have made me fall in love with comic books. Because when I was like 6 years old, I wasn't reading comic books. I was just flipping through them, and I was like, wow, this looks incredible. This is super dope. So that's the first book I got, and the second book.
All right.
It's weird. So this series,
I thought that was over.
But I was gonna say this series keeps getting like delayed because I think Aaron is busy. I'm sure Mankey takes forever to do the art.
Right.
So it was like the first 3 came out 1 month, second month, third month in a row, and then there was like a hiatus between 3 and 4.
Okay.
And now there's been a hiatus between 4 and 5. And I've said, and oddly enough, every time this has come out, Barty's been on the show. So I don't know if there's a correlation there, but
how weird.
I know. Because the last time I talked about it, because he was like, oh, finally they put Batman in space. Such a great idea. The first issue or 2 was a little bit like, oh, this is a little like ham-fisted. I don't know if this will work. Yeah. This has become the coolest Batman book I have read in such a long time.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's fresh. It's Batman taking on like these evil corporations, but in outer space. He has to fight a Thanagarian. He has to, like, he channels the power of like the space hurricane through his gauntlets. It sounds ridiculous, and it is. And it's the coolest thing to read. And he writes Batman so well and so interesting, and it's really just the colors and the images pop off the page. And Jason Aaron has made it, honestly feels like, and this is probably what everyone says about Jason Aaron stuff, but it's like his start of the run with Thor but for Batman. It's different in scope,
Right.
but it's the same kind of, this is a really cool, dynamic, new wrinkle to this character and in a place or in an area dealing with someone he hasn't dealt with before.
Okay.
And it's really freaking cool, and the colors are great. He sprinkles in like a little bit of comedy really, really well. And it's never like, oh, this is a joke that's being said. It's Batman, oh, my tooth got knocked out. 2 frames or 2 panels later, he's like, the tooth just went in my nose. Like, he's fighting this Thanagarian, and he's like talking about his inner monologue, but at the same time, he keeps keeping you up to date on where this tooth that the Thanagarian got knocked out. He's like, I swallowed it. Oh, he punched me in the stomach. I just choked it back up. It's in my nose now.
That's awesome.
It's obviously more well written than that, but it's
that's pretty good.
It's very cool, and the fight with the Thanagarian is awesome. So, Batman Offworld 5, written by Jason Aaron with art from Doug Mankey. Mankey?
Mankey.
I think it's Mankey.
Yeah, but it's just so cool. And I think the 6th issue is the last issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But this is just very, very cool.
Jason Aaron, he'll take you out there, man.
Yeah,
He will take you out there. He took Punisher way out, threw everyone off, and that ended up being pretty decent series. And then, he just does that.
Like,
he takes
here's
risks.
one of those splashes from the... Oh, wrong side.
I was going to say, that's the action figure.
Yeah. Like, this is just...
The action figures look cool, too.
Yeah.
Very cool. The Thanagarian and Batman
That's
throwing
cool.
down.
That is pretty cool.
The art is dope.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if that ends up as a deluxe edition.
Yeah. Oh, it will.
Yeah,
This is super cool.
gorgeous.
2 superstars, writers, artists. Yeah, it will.
That's gorgeous.
I will
All
say,
right.
in defense on Paul's point about the art for the artist taking his time, I've noticed with some DC books they are delaying them for whatever reason. Like Batman Echoes, like issue 1, which is part of the Burtonverse they did. Issue 1 came out like last November, and then issue 2 came out like 2 months ago.
Well,
wow.
I
know. And then they had issue 3 come out fairly recently, and I think they're just going to keep. But for some reason, they had this huge gap. Sometimes they will hold back. I don't know what the reasoning is, but
I don't
I've
necessarily
noticed
think
that.
it's a bad thing. Like if
Right.
Mankey needs more time
it
to
happens.
make the issue perfect, that's fine. But again, the Last Days of Lex Luthor, that first issue came out a year ago, and it's Mark Waid and Brian Hitch. They both must be. I know Mark Waid is. They
He's writing 14
must be
books.
both swamped because there still hasn't been the second issue of that, and that's in the big magazine format.
Black Label, or
whatever they
Digest
did,
size, I
whatever
think
they
it's
did,
called.
one
Yeah.
Dark Knight on. But that first issue was really cool, and I saw an interview with Brian Hitch where he was like, "I don't know why they released that first issue because we haven't even started on the second one, and that was like 6 months ago.
Wow,
and that was like 6 months after the issue.
It seems like a lot of those,
but it was great.
A lot
But
of
it's still
a lot
like
of the Black Label books have had like a good break in between like their release schedule. I'm saying,
yeah, I don't know. But Batman Offworld is a lot of fun, and it's a great like one-off comic for people to read if they're looking for a really cool. And if you hate Batgod, you're not gonna like it.
All right.
But if you're with Batman being able to go into space and fight superpowered aliens because it's cool, and you're not a weird stickler for realism in a thing where a guy dresses up as a bat.
Yeah, Shane.
And also the whole point of the story is that he's learning how to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Because like he gets his butt whooped most of the issue, and then he learns and like, okay, now I know how to do it.
It's setting him up to be able to be the Batman you kind of know him in like the New World Order.
Yeah, I read the blurb and it was like, this is Batman between fighting gangsters and then joining the Justice League.
Yeah.
And he can now beat up aliens.
Exactly.
Wow.
How did
Bridges
he learn
that
to do
gap.
that? Yeah.
Right.
And it's really cool.
It is.
Cool.
All right, Frank.
Yes, sir.
It is cool and dope. All right, Frank. what you got, bruh? This better be good. I've been waiting for a minute.
Hey, he's
I've
wearing
been
that
looking
shirt
forward to this for a little while.
Understand.
Aliens versus Avengers. Jonathan Hickman
Yay.
and
was it $8?
Asad Ribic. It was $8.
God dang. Really?
Yeah,
I was just guessing.
$7.99.
Jesus Christ, Marvel, you got to stop.
40. It's a 42 pager. Yeah. All right.
Oh,
cool.
it's a
$8?
$8. Yeah.
All right. James Stone, now you know why I haven't bought a book in a minute.
There's an old
Great point. That's fair.
There's an older Captain
Buy what I
America, an older Captain Marvel. This is really cool. Is they're trying to like utilize the xenomorphs to kind of like wipe out races. They want to use them on different planets to wipe out whole planet versus people, right? Yeah, xenomorphs.
That sounds familiar.
Those are the ones that
the face huggers.
Oh, the face
Or the face huggers, the face huggers. Yeah.
Oh,
There's a cool panel there with the Hulk and a xenomorph. kind of neat.
that's dope.
Ribbick's artwork is amazing.
Ribbick is dope.
So
shout out to Thor run with Jason Aaron.
So this is a 4-part story. Black Panther has some really cool moments in this as well. I'm going to show you some of that art here.
Black Panther.
BP, baby.
Yeah, man. British Petroleum.
$8. Yep. British Petroleum. It's going to be delayed, and that's good because I can save up to buy the next issue.
overtime.
But it'll also have time to put out the second printings and stuff of this one because it's going to go to a second printing. They don't think it'll be in stores, after the next couple of days. It was selling pretty well yesterday,
right.
Even at the $8 price. Maybe they didn't realize until they get home. Like, I paid $8 for that. That's what I did. I was looking, like $8.
Yeah,
like,
you don't realize.
Like, who's the sucker paid for $8? I'm like,
honestly,
it's me.
don't worry. It's me. As they're scanning at the store, you're just like $3.99, $3.99, $3.99, $5.99, $7.99, $7.99. You're like, oh my god!
Surely that wasn't $8.99. That was a $3.99.
Right. And
bro, this is dope.
It looks really cool. It was cool. I liked it.
Maybe I'll trade with it.
A little bit. We're dealing in more with the Universal Monsters
cool
universe. If you liked the vampire Dracula series that was with James Tynion and Martin Simons, if you liked the Dan Waters and Ram V Creature of the Black Lagoon,
it's fantastic.
That was really good. Yeah, obviously, a little different. This leans a little bit more into the horror aspect of it. Michael Walsh, so you guys might remember, he did that Silver Coin series.
Yes, that was really good.
Michael Walsh is both writing and doing all the art and the cover A's. He's doing the cover A's for this as well. And the colorist is Tony Marie Griffin. This is kind of like a new take on Frankenstein, putting together the Frankenstein monster. It's talking about finding body parts to put together the body. And first, I'll just give you a preview. The first issue is called The Hands of the Father.
Oh wow!
Oh my god!
Dual meanings.
How explicit does it get?
Terrifying.
But the artwork, it's there.
Do we get into like certain parts of the anatomy that are explicit? No.
Oh God Almighty!
They're saying that for issue 69.
Issue 69. Yeah.
But anyway, artwork's incredible. Michael Walsh is. If you ever saw, even if you just flip through any of the Silver Coin books, Michael Walsh, his artwork is amazing. He does a great job.
That's dope.
This is really cool splash pages. This is a 4-issue limited series.
Got a lot of cool
I'm not sure what's going on after this one. I think it might be the Wolfman series that's going to be taking place as far as the Universal Monsters universe. But that's what I got. That was really cool stuff. I was also going to bring this to Shane and kind of tease him because I'm not giving him this until I get my other trades back. Avengers Twilight trade paperback came out this week as well.
Yes.
That's Zdarsky and Daniel Acuna.
So rude.
So Shane, when I get the other trades back, I'm going to give you this.
All right.
And you're going to want to check this out.
I'm just going to buy it.
Yeah,
and read it. But I'll have it. And I'm just going to give it to Paul now.
I'll give.
Yeah, so that is actually the trade that I was waiting for because when it came out, that was right when I was cutting down on a lot of my single stuff and even cutting down further. But because of the whole $8 thing, I'm not
know you mentioned that.
But that was one of the ones that, shout out to Pierce at Alternate Reality. He was like, "Yeah, this is good." And he doesn't really read a lot of Marvel. He doesn't really like a lot of Marvel.
Yeah, just like me.
Yeah. So he said nothing but good things about that run, and it's
Is this? I have a question.
Yes.
Is this like? I'm sure it's different, but is this like Kingdom Come? But you knew what I was going to ask.
That's what I was going to say. Yes.
It's like Kingdom Come, but Marvel.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
It's right up your orifice.
Paul, it's fun, dude. It's really fun.
Yeah. All right.
All right. The winners of this week.
I got the inside
the second place winner is Barney because Barney just brings the wildest stuff I ever seen in my entire life. Woo! But with the help from my beautiful wife Eva, she just sent me a message saying, Paul needs to get a cop because that Hulk thing. Once he showed the actual artwork for it, she's like, "Boy, that's dope.
That is nice.
That was." Nice. She said, "Make Paul win this week." I'm like, "Okay, dude."
So Eva picks Paul to win Copper Drop.
Yeah, picks Paul to win Copper Drop this week. Paul, you are the winner.
Oh, good job, Paul. Nice work.
Even though you barely understood what was going on in it.
It was like, I'm Connie, and this is World Mine. And it was like, who and what?
And he goes, wait.
And
Hulk
where?
smash. Hulk smash.
And then Thanos showed up, and I was like, whoa. Maybe I'm locked in. And I was.
Because it's great.
There's a
It
backup
looks
too, but
great.
I didn't read the backup.
Yeah.
And so if it looks good at home on this like the television screen, like if she's like, wow, that looks fantastic.
Yeah,
Even
that's great. All right.
That's a
Shout out
compliment even to Quan at this point for his camera work. Thank you, Quan.
We got about 10 minutes or so before we wrap up and start to get out of here. Guys, why should people in the area go check out the Old School Comic Con this weekend at the Rainbow Library, James?
Well, for me and Barney, obviously.
That's number one.
Number one.
Well, of course.
Number one.
Sexiness overload.
Numero uno.
Plus, it's a great show. It's no fluffs, it's a Comic-Con for comics, and that's it. Like no Funkos, no plushes,
Comic
books only. Except me, I'm bringing artwork and doing commissions, so you can get those from me.
No cosplay?
There's Critical Care outside doing their fundraising. Yeah. And you can take photos with them and donate to them.
There you go, Mark.
You know, and if people don't know, Critical Care, they give comics books to children in the hospital, and that's what they raise money for, to help brighten their days for whatever situation they're in.
Critical Care is always at the theater when you go over there.
Yeah.
Are they
Is
really?
that who that is?
That's what's going on.
Yeah. That was when we were always have those.
Yeah.
I have a new
movie
fondness
deals.
for them.
Yeah.
That's very sweet.
Barney, are you excited for Sunday?
I am excited.
Spoken like a man that's
Kristen
excited.
Stewart level acting over here.
Of course, I'm excited. I helped create the Old School Comic Con. We're going
I know what you
seventh.
are. The creator
It's like
over
the
here.
7th show now. You know, every time we have Critical Care there, they're at the door. They're making money. They're pulling in several hundred just to give back and put back for the kids. You know, we have
7 years, really? Oh, right.
7 shows. We do
Seven shows.
usually 2 a year.
Oh,
This is
okay,
about the
gotcha.
7th show that we've done. And we're looking at a new venue even to get it even bigger. You know, we always highlight some artist. I think I told you that I had who was it? Barry Windsor Smith was the possibility, but I said, you know what, Barry, you thanks, but no thanks. I got James, coming in. So,
Yeah.
So, but I mean, this whole thing is it's about the community. It's about bringing the 13 different stores that have either pop-ups or actual stores. Ralph, I mean, the beautiful, wonderful Ralph is going to be there with
Alternate reality.
Alternate reality
OG.
comics. Cosmic Comics will be there. Maximum Comics North will be there. Phantomverse in some capacity is going to be there. Probably one of the last shows that Neil gets to do with us, unless he's doing something. Unless he wants to come back and do more. But that's
Right.
So Swoop Comics, Comic Exchange, Uncharted Comics. We have, just some wonderful people, Whole Wheat, just some wonderful people there just to sell comics. You're going to have 50-cent books. You're going to have $1 books. You're going to have $3 books, $5 books. You're going to have, high-priced books, slabs. It's all about, bringing the community together for some nice little event that we started, 3-4 years ago now. And just, so it just grows and grows. I love having some different artists there every single time. Chump Magic, at some point, they will be there.
Oh, cool. Cole. All right.
Some point, we're working on it. And then, of course, my nieces are there, just slanging some free sketches that are out there and giving stickers. And it really is a fun time, man. It's nice to see everyone every roughly 6 months that we do this. So
that's pretty cool.
And your nieces are a heck of artists, too. Like, I got commissions from them at Unicon.
They are.
Yeah.
They're fantastic. They're not me, but
No one is.
I mean, nobody is.
If I could, speaking of, I wasn't sure what it looked like when you were doing drawings of everyone, so I did a drawing of you drawing everyone. And that's my gift.
I
to
mean,
you.
that's got nothing on the qualm drawing, but that's great.
But also on that note, I also, like Barney, did drawings of everyone.
Bring him up.
Bring him up. Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Nice.
Insane.
James,
That is funny.
James always brings the heat, man. He brings the heat. I'm a very happy customer.
I can't wait.
And he spelled Marcos correctly in this.
So, do you want me to intro them, or you want to do it? All right. So we got
Big show.
we got
Over.
where are we at?
We're just showing them to the camera. Go ahead.
Okay. We got clearly. James did not get the memo on how to spell people's names. We got Son E right here with the
oh nice
with the double E, the hyphen and the double E up at the top.
Sexy.
That's how it's spelled.
Ooh, I like this one. This might be my favorite one so far. I've looked at 2 of them. This is he got the memo on this one. Quan. This is super dope.
That's dope.
That's awesome.
Really dope.
You've got to
That's
be
dope.
kidding me.
That's dope.
But Quan's not white.
I mean, close
I
enough,
feel like that's pretty
guess.
ambiguous.
That's pretty dope.
Looking like Pisker.
Looks like
Ed
Batman.
Pisker.
So far, Sonny's the only one with. No, never mind. We got Frank.
Nice.
There you go. That's great.
Wow.
Are you? And then mine always ends up being.
Why does he look like a male model?
We got.
Well, I mean, you know why.
I look like you might. This is
dare
Paul, by the way. This is the guy you make a wide berth around the entrance at the 7-Eleven from.
Oh my god. He kind of reminds me of like Colonel Weird from Black Hammer a little bit.
Then we got Shame. Shame, that's great. Like that one. Fan of that one. And then this one is awesome. This is not Marcos. Sorry to disappoint you. Marcus.
Hey. James, those are awesome.
I think. And let's get a better look
Marcus
at.
looks exactly like.
Oh, I like this one. Error F4 Barney E. Let me try to. There we go. That's.
He did the sketches of what Barney. Oh my god.
That's great.
That's great, bro.
I love the worried look on Marcus's face.
That's great.
It's all there.
He's got
That's
a worry.
incredible.
Like, what's happening?
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Because I'm just like that all the way. I'm like,
Are these for us? Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna give this to Shane.
Come on,
James, those are dope. Thank you.
This is Frank.
thank you, James. Thank you.
I love
Brendan
you,
says that
James
Paul looks
Stone.
sad because he can't find his hemp necklace.
You want this one? And then I think Frank will probably see Sunday
Gotta
before
be
me.
kidding
So.
me.
We're gonna see him. He's
Oh,
coming.
he's coming?
He's
He's
coming
coming
to
tonight.
He'll be here later.
Cool.
All right, well, I still gave it to you.
This is great.
All right.
This is
that's super cool.
yeah. This is definitely the new profile pic on Instagram. This is definitely
Everyone take a
handsome,
moment.
just like
Mine
me.
will not be.
you better.
That's
That
how you
is
look
awesome.
in
I
Barney.
love that. I love your hair.
Can everyone take a moment and hold it up by yourself?
Not because it's not great.
And then
Yes.
Quan put the 4 images of the guys up there. So
Yeah.
get it in frame because that's a hell of a picture.
That's
Yeah,
how
that's
Barney drew Paul, though.
That's
No.
awesome.
Don't mistake me. The likeness is incredible to what Barney drew.
This is great. This is great.
That's
I
great.
look kind of like a realtor.
I would buy a house from you.
Frank
Hey.
Sorrentino.
A houseboat.
Okay.
You look like a
This is the
fitness
before
influencer
picture.
who's like insisting that they're not on PEDs.
Yeah, see, it looks like an evil realtor. Yeah.
It's a picture of me before I got stung by all the bees.
That's great.
Oh, amazing.
James, these are
Amazing.
awesome. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these are
My
all
pleasure,
very good.
guys.
I love you.
Very cool. Very
Sunny.
cool.
Sunny's
Unbelievable.
Sunny, I like Sunny's
Yeah,
a lot.
Sunny's is dope.
Sunny's is really
I
cool.
like how you got the.
Sonny, I've got yours for
wait,
you.
sure.
He's always
Frame
wearing.
this.
No.
That's what she's gonna do.
Oh wow.
Those are gorgeous.
Paul.
Thank you.
Those
Why
are
did
gorgeous.
Tanya ask me if I owned a doghouse in the chat?
Because you look like the
later.
Wolfman.
I'll tell you when you're older.
Wait.
Shane,
What was that? I'm so confused.
what do you got for the people?
I love James Stone with all my heart and soul.
Absolutely.
James,
I
thank
don't
you.
care how
Shout
much
out
he
to
insults
Steve.
me.
He came all the way from the
And
Orlando, the
Steve.
greater Orlando area to hang out with
Yeah.
us. Sorry, thank you for putting up with us, Steve.
Can you get Steve? Oh, can he see? Can we see it? You kind of see him in
Steve,
the
wave.
back.
You can
Like,
see him
what,
in
can
the
you at least wave? Then
He's back there.
Hey, he's
The
Lean
QR
forward
code's
a little
in the way,
bit.
but
He's,
it's all
he's
right.
chilling out.
Thank you.
There it is.
That's the other side of Immortal Samurai comics.
Absolutely, yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you so much to Barney and James Stone for coming in here and doing what they do, which is entertain us all, entertain the world. Other than that, I ain't got too much to say, except I love you all. Thank you for watching. And next time I come in here, I swear I'm going to have comics. I promise. I'm going to do Cop or Drop one of these days.
He's just going to return Frank's books.
This is a book that Frank loaned me
in 2019.
Why the Trump voice?
In 2019. 2019.
That's
he loaned me a
awesome.
book.
You should bring in We 3 and talk about We 3.
I know. I should.
Hey,
That's
you
what I'm
got
going to
that.
do.
That's right. Marcus, what do you got for the people?
So yes, echoing what everyone has been saying. Yeah, come on down to the library show on September the 1st. That is Fast Fact. That is also my birthday.
Happy birthday, Marcus.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
So yeah, come on down and check it out. Get some comics. Get some sketches. James Stone, he's a phenomenal artist. I've posted a lot. I've shared a lot of things that he's been doing for me, and I support him 100%. And
He's no Barney, but
I do.
yeah.
I have mad love for this guy. He's super talented, as you saw.
The sketch you posted, the Mr. Knight.
Oh yeah, Mr. Knight and Blade.
And Blade is James.
Yeah, that's
James
just,
did that.
Yeah, I mean, just absolutely phenomenal. And yeah, that was.
I love that every feature book you do, you pen on that first and then down whatever you bought.
I do.
I was like, just keep tagging me in it.
Right. That is cool. So with that, yeah, just come on down, see, check some comics out, and yeah, that's about
Buy everything.
Yeah, Brendan, that's what's going to happen exactly.
It should be a good time.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Brendan said one day Shane will bring a book in and we'll all have a conniption.
We'll all yell at him.
Dang it.
Oh yeah, and Fandomverse too. Go down and there's a lot of sales at Fandomverse Comics right now because they are closing their doors.
That's sad.
A lot of really cool hardcovers there. I picked up. I did a trade upgrade. I bought a hardcover copy of Secret Avengers, which collects.
There's a bunch of great collected editions there.
Great, yeah. Especially the one that I got where it's collects 16 through 21, which is the first appearance of the Mr. Knight costume, written by Warren
that's in
Ellis.
that run, yeah.
It's in that run, issue 19, where we first see that costume before Warren Ellis and Declan Shelby take over and do their run with that. And yeah, amazing.
Dang right.
What do you got for the people, Frank?
I don't remember. Paul.
Yeah.
What do you got for the people who are trying to buy a doghouse?
Well, I got for the people who are trying to buy a doghouse at the at Into the West Comics on Instagram, at @into_comics on Twitter, and at Into the West Comics on everything else: Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Pods, which are the same thing, YouTube, and then I have one kind of, not to put things on a dour note, but one of my good friends, he had a one of my good friends, he had a torn ACL. He had surgery. His body rejected the hardware they put in his knee. He's in a really bad way right now. We have a GoFundMe on my personal Instagram at @DoubleEggPB. If you're not into that, I understand. Okay. Just send positive energy, prayers if that's what you're about. Just anything helps. Even just thoughts and prayers. Appreciate all the people for that. Yeah.
Paul, can I take a moment and for Shimson's Comics this weekend at Old School Comic Con, we'll give a portion of our proceeds of sales towards your friend.
That's very cool. I appreciate that.
Awesome. Yeah,
he will be incredibly grateful.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Very cool.
Thank you.
It's
Very
Cody.
good.
It's Cody's brother, Zach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zach. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And he's in Utah, so it sucks that he's so far away. But he was texting me earlier, so
okay,
things are looking up. But
good.
Right. Cool.
Good to hear.
All right. Yeah. Positive vibe for sure.
Yeah.
Guys, as far as tonight goes, we're going to be celebrating Dre the Big Hog.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Happy
going to
birthday,
celebrate
Big Hog.
his birthday over there. And as for tonight, you know what it is.
What is it?
It's taco time in
It is
America.
taco time in America.
We're on our way over there to tacos and beer, margaritas all around.
Come on, baby.
Some stuffed jalapenos, courtesy of Sonny. Double green salsa.
Double green salsa. Yeah.
That's his move.
Isn't Sonny picking up the whole check this time? I heard that. Right?
You've got it on tape, so it must be
right?
true.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got it.
But little note, I know that you're a big Mark Waid and Dan Mora guy.
Mhm.
Okay. That week that we're going into like Thanksgiving holiday and stuff like that, that Wednesday is usually a pretty big day at LCSs all over the place, right? That's the day that Justice League Unlimited comes out.
Oh,
that Wednesday.
Yes. Yes.
So
I'm looking forward to it.
Maybe going hard in the paint for
Hard to
that.
pick,
I'm just
definitely.
saying right
Yeah.
now, I'm putting that out
Shout
there.
out Waka.
There's going to be a lot of, gonna be a lot. Can't
October's
wait.
going to be crazy.
Hard in the
Yeah.
paint.
I'm not going to end up
Tough
cutting
on your
any
taint.
books.
No.
I'm telling people I'm cutting books for 3 months. I'm not cutting anything. I'd love to get down to Barney's level of 10 books a month, but it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen.
Oh, it's
Guys,
happening with me. Yeah, it's painful,
Guys,
but it's happening.
$7.99 Aliens. Versus
Yeah, I can't do that. No, I'm
Aliens
over
versus
it.
Aliens.
That is crazy.
$7.99.
Yeah, I'm over
Guys, have a great night. We appreciate you so much.
Yes.
If you would please consider subscribing, please do. We are 13 subscribers away from 700.
Get us there, baby.
Next week is next month. Next Thursday, we're going to have a special announcement with regards to Into the West. And we hope that you guys hang out with us. And we'll see if Shane will behave himself.
Not likely. Not
Not
likely.
likely.
Not likely, but again, thank you to Barney and to James
Thank
Stone.
you.
Check them out this weekend.
Love
Old School
you
Comic Con
guys.
taking place at the Rainbow Library.
Oh.
Early entry, $5 donation at the door. Minimum $5 donation at the door. Going on until 4 o'clock. Go over there, Rainbow Library. Say hi.
Get over there.
Get some books.
Get over there.
Have a great night, everybody.
Get some sketches.
Get some sketches.
Some
Yeah.
sketches.
Yeah, man.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Love you.
Thank you. Yep.
Love you, Eva.
Too.
Love you, Eva. Extra, I love you, Eva. Today.
Extra, I love you.
Shout out for the copper drop dub.
Love you, Marcus.
Love you truly.
Love you, Marcus. Love you, Quan.
Love you, Frank.
Oh, that's nice.
Do you remember the part of the show where Dan called us all bitches?
Never forget.